Hey everyone, welcome to the second episode of our Gloria podcast. Here we have Kevin, Jamie, Valerie, and myself, Fiona. So now Jamie is going to introduce our guest speaker for today.
Yes, our guest speaker. His name is Benjamin Krisna. He was an alumnus here at Gloria Junior High School. He graduated in 2012. Graduated high school in 2015. Then took his major in Germany, in Aachen University, where coincidentally our third president, B.J. Habibie, attended university at. He took his major in mechanical engineering, specialized in aeronautical engineering. Well, none of us know what that is, but cool. His GPA was 1.4 in the German tertiary system, so don't think he's dumb. That's good. That's excellent. Ranked in 1.46%, in the top 1.46, not the low. Yeah, and that's, I don't have to tell you, that's really smart. Yeah. Then he got an exchange program with the University of Michigan, and now he's planning to take a PhD at Stanford. Wow, Stanford. That's a big deal, isn't it? I mean, from Germany to America, what's that like?
Well, there will definitely be changes in my life. Taking a PhD is a next big step for me, but I believe that's the way to go to Stanford. That's one of the biggest school, one of the most popular school for engineering there in the States. So yeah, that's definitely a huge achievement, huge feat in my life.
And do you have any plans for after?
Well, I intend to stay in academia. Therefore, what I will be doing is mostly research work. So after graduating from PhD, I will probably go look for a postdoc position at universities in the US or in Germany or in other countries in Europe.
No, he's here, and when we were introduced to him, they said he's the guy whose hobby is studying. So he wasn't kidding about studying. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Yeah. PhD. And I see here that you're fluent in English, of course, Indonesian because you're Indonesian, and German. What's that like? Yeah.
Well, I think many Indonesians have the impression that the German language is a hard one, and that's correct anyway. Yeah. But well, it was definitely hard for me to start learning German. But as time goes on, and I meet up with a lot of German people there in Germany, obviously, well, I think it grew into me, and I believe that learning a language cannot be separated from learning the culture also. And me as a person, I love enjoying or learning about new cultures. So that was a very interesting feat for me to learn.
Last year I remember that I studied Dutch, which close to German, and I only, but that was difficult. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to our questions. We've prepared some questions. Let me see if I can find my cue card. There it is. First, how does it feel back in junior high school? I mean, that's 2012, 2022, 10 years. Well, 10 years since junior high school. Wow. Okay. I mean, how does it feel? Any memories? Notice here, this is a different building than the one he attended at, because this building had a big renovation. Was it like 2017, 2018? So of course the building's different, but of course you remember some people, maybe some memories of school. I mean, it's the same land.
Yeah, well, as I have noticed, the building's kind of different, but it was always these moments with the people, the teachers, obviously, that compelled me the most. And it was conversations with the teachers that taught me, that used to teach me when I was in junior high school, that motivated me. And I thought to myself, I feel really grateful that these teachers, they're still here. They still have their compassion. They still have their motivation to teach newer students like you guys. And yeah, I feel like it's such a privilege for me, for you guys also, to have these amazing teachers these people, these teachers that really do have the compassion to teach. They care about they care about us, they care about the students, and yeah, it definitely brings back old memories about junior high school, moments at which I might have not found my passion yet, my drive to studying research, but still, it is these many micro moments, I would say, in junior high school that shaped me into the person I am right now.
I mean, that's so true. I mean, maybe we don't think about it right now because they're still here, but like when they retire or all that, I mean, we're gonna miss them. I mean, teachers here, they're amazing. I mean, I can attest to that. I mean, through my 3 years in junior high school, I was a complete idiot, and now I'm less of an idiot. So, and you talked about what?
That's a huge improvement.
I know. Thanks. And you talked about micro moments. What about macro moments?
Okay.
Big moments in your junior high school times that are just they left an impression on you. I mean, maybe now. I mean, you look presentable, but maybe back then you were a bit of a rowdy guy.
That's actually correct. If you're talking about macro moments or big moments in junior high school, I can't put it into only one specific moment, but one that really draws my attention the most. I think the moment when I passed on my goodbyes to my fellow teachers, my fellow friends, and that strikes me, I think, emotionally because, I don't know when I will be seeing them in the future, and it just came up into me that I meet them every single day, and the teachers, the friends, and later on it might not be the case. So yeah, we passed on our goodbyes, and we just wished all the best to one another, and that is something that strikes me and what I have been really remembering the past few years, or as I entered the school. So yeah.
Well, now we know your answer. The answer you said, oh, I thought, when am I going to meet them again? Turns out the answer is 10 years, 10 years in the future. Yeah. I mean, we just finished our exam today. Yeah. I mean, we're going to be going through the same thing. No. I mean, these teachers, I mean, for nearly every day of the past 3 years, they've devoted their time, passion, and energy to us who might have been very, how would you say, bundle. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you said you have lots of memories when you're in junior high school. So can you mention your favorite subject?
Okay. That will be a very easy question to answer because I fell in love with physics and math, and like physics and math, it might be a struggle or a hurdle for a lot of people, but for me these two subjects, they are subjects that draw my curiosity. I think I was drawn into investigating. We have these sets of equations, right, in physics and math, a lot of equations, and I think in junior high school, mostly the students are made to remember or memorize these equations. But I think I was driven to really understand what these equations mean. And once I did that, I don't really have to memorize all of them because I understand the concepts. I understand the concepts more, and I think that's something that is more expected for the students, not just memorizing a set of equations.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's enough of the serious talk right now. So we're gonna have a little quiz and games over here. So right now we're gonna give you some of the subject-like lessons, and then you're gonna try and let's see if you can recall some memories. You can name the teachers.
I hope so.
Okay, so don't think too slow. We're gonna make it really quick. Think real fast right here.
I'm just gonna say the first thing that pops into my mind.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna do it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Math teacher.
Pumeta.
Okay.
English teacher.
My Grace, because he's here.
Bahasa Indonesia teacher.
Pak Liwar.
Sports.
Pak Budi. I don't think he's still here.
I don't think he's here. Yeah. PPKN.
Bu Ertin, but I don't think she's here also.
Science teacher.
Oh, there's a lot of science, but okay, maybe Cjhs.
Oh, okay. And the principal.
Pak Yudi.
Oh, it was different. Oh, I mean, 10 years.
10 years ago, man.
10 years ago, yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
After 10 years, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's quite impressive.
And on to the next question. So, in your personal life, what is a teacher's role?
Well, I think that's a very good question, firstly. It draws in, I mean, it becomes very much more clear to me how big the role of a teacher holds in my life. A lot of things, sometimes after the game, for example, we only, we just label our teachers with subjects, but sometimes more often than that, actually, teachers shape our lives to the better, to be a better personality, not just by giving us newer materials in our studies, but also to give us the meaning, the value of life itself, and how we study, how we learn new things. I think that's all. Well, as you guys have known, or you guys have mentioned, I study a lot in my life, in my research, in my PhD later, and I have realized my best method of studying. I think that's all thanks or all due to my teachers in junior high school, in high school, and yeah, I mean, a lot of students right now, they might not realize how they should be grateful for their teachers, but in the future, 5 years, 10 years after we graduate, we will soon realize that most of our lives will be shaped by the teachers that interact with us daily and gives us our best moments in life also. Yeah.
And in my past life, and especially in junior high school, I have been struggling with anxiety, overthinking, something like that. And many teachers, someone like Meta, really helped me through the difficult times in grade 7, in the pandemic, and our teachers have shaped us mentally, and we should all be grateful to that.
That's right. Did you keep in touch with your junior high friends? Like, did you still talk to them, or do you still chat them sometimes?
Oh yeah, that's the case for me. A lot of my friends have also developed themselves a lot, studying abroad, or be the kind of people they're called into. I remember my friends Kevin, Ray, Adrian, and we still chat a lot. I mean, nowadays we have a lot of like social media and stuff. So still, I value these friendships with them though. Also,
in junior high, did you join or participate in worship service? Because you seem like musical talent, maybe.
Well, I did join. Did a contribution to the worship service. I was, I think, playing some keyboard, but I have to admit, I did not really, did my best there. I think I've improved my musical talents or skills more in senior high school, but still, it was an opportunity for me to learn a lot of stuff too during the service.
Remember, you didn't do your best, but you did something. Most of us were on the other side of the stage. So yeah, and going on about worship. In junior high school, do you feel that, Gloria is a Christian school, of course. Did you feel that your spiritual life or your feelings towards God or anything like that grow in a sense?
So a lot of my faith, I believe that a lot of my faith have developed during my studies abroad. But I think the development in my relationship with God was also thanks to my time in Gloria, in junior high or in junior high school. They supplied me with a great fundamental of the Christian faith, of the Christian life also. And I think thanks to the religion studies here at Gloria, I managed to understand a lot of things about the Christian faith also. I mean, the Christian faith is not only based on, blind faith, but also on knowledge, also on our deeper relationship with God. So therefore, I am very deeply grateful to what Gloria has taught me regarding Christian faith also.
So after you graduated high school, why did you choose to study on Germany, and why are you interested in engineering?
Okay, so I in Germany. Well, I want to, be exposed to newer things in life. So that pushed me to trying to study abroad. Well, Germany compels me or attracts me most due to, people around us. We talk about a lot of like German engineering or German science. There have been a lot of people involved in science that study in Germany or contributed in Germany. So I think that's the first thing that came into mind, that I want to do science or engineering. So Germany is the way to go. But why Germany? I mean, there's a lot of other countries that also can be categorized in the same, same group. But I think Germany offers tuition-free studies. So that is simply said, sekolah gratis. So, listeners might be attracted to that, sekolah gratis and high-level education and low tuition fee. So that attracts me also. But
Okay, so how did you feel in junior high school at the time? Your impressions? Can you tell us?
to be honest, during my junior high school, I might not really appreciate that much. I found it, everyone around me has to go through junior high school, so I guess I do too. But, as I matured, as I gained a lot of insight from people around me or in my life, well, junior high school was the time for me to explore my stuff, my potential, what I like, what I really want to do in future life. So yeah, I was really impressed by my junior high school life. Right?
Okay, so before closing, we're gonna ask one last question. Sure. Do you have any motivational quotes or any message for our fellow students who are watching this and hearing this?
The motivational quotes are going to be for the caption on Instagram.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna put a little caption.
Okay. I don't know, but it always, a message that have resonated in my mind nowadays is that I truly believe that every single one of us has our own callings. It might not be in education, it might not be in doing a PhD like me, but it might be being a businessman, being an honest businessman, it might be being a pastor, it might be designing cities or a lot of other stuff. But one must explore what they're good at, one must explore what they're called into in this life. And God gives us a life to fulfill our calling, and that is our duty for us to really understand that, to really explore a lot of stuff. You guys are going to senior high probably in the next few years, and that is a great opportunity to explore what you're going to do. I think one quote that I might have seen a lot in my Instagram, I don't know, but it's a quote from Albert Einstein. He said, "Everyone's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will believe in the rest of its life that it's stupid."
Thank you very much for today. You have given us many inspirational things that we can learn in our lives. Thank you, Kober, for today. Thank you, everyone who have watched and heard this podcast.
For the next guest, I recommend we have 3 hours just so we can get it all.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.